This is Brother Goodwin coming to you live, crossing the spotlight on this. This is December the 4th, 2025. The time is 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And just coming briefly tonight with an update for you on Brother Goodwin's health. Um, some of you, especially you YouTube people, may not know that I had a little, um, what do you call it? Had an event last night. How's that? A little bit of an event came up last night. Let me put this behind you, see if that helps. No, that's going to knock it off. Okay, that's all right. Um, we Last night, sometime yesterday afternoon, evening, close to supper time, something like that. My left arm was aching, and when I went to church, didn't think nothing of it. Started thinking more about it, wondering, could this be something to do with my heart? The left arm, they're always saying, right? And I don't know, I got concerned about it. And so contacted a friend, and actually about 3 people I spoke with about this over a couple of hours time, and asking them, could this, a stroke or a heart attack, is it a sharp pain or is it? And they all said it could just be what you're experiencing. And they asked me to check my blood pressure, and I finally found my blood pressure thing, and my blood pressure was high. And they said, all of them said, that's really high. You should go to the ER. I didn't really want to. I thought it was nothing, and but they got talked into it, and I went, and I'm glad that I went. And by the way, a lot of hurting people. I saw somebody come in the door. They were carrying this old gentleman in their arms. I don't know what was going on with him. Later on, a woman sitting there with somebody. I think she was having suddenly had what do you call that? Seizures. And I don't know, just a lot of people hurting out there. And you'll see that when you go to the ER. You'll see what's going on out there, and that there are a lot of people hurting. And so we were there a long time. So I got very tired at the ER and went to sleep. And I woke up when that person was having the seizure. And suddenly I realized, my arm don't hurt anymore. I felt better. At about that time, they called my name, and we went in the back, and they hooked me up, and sure enough, the blood pressure was down. And then every few minutes it would go off again, and it kept constantly going down until it was pretty much normal. And so they did some blood tests. They did the EKG. There was no heart issue. There was nothing that bothered them with the blood test and all that. So they didn't even give me any medication. No blood pressure pills. None of that. So anyway, just wanted to let you know, because I know some of you on YouTube probably don't know that this happened. Many of you on Facebook saw the post, and I want to thank everybody that prayed and was thinking about us here. Appreciate it. And but as of right now, everything's fine. We were there, got home 6 o'clock this morning, and I know I've been driving myself hard. I'm tired right now. But we got home at 6 this morning. I got a couple, 3 hours sleep maybe, and been busy today. And I've been the new book. I have really pushed myself on that, and I've got to be more careful. I'm 65 years old. I'm in fairly good health, but we just gotta watch ourselves, right? And so, as of right now, everything's fine. And health-wise, seems like everything's okay. All right. So I wanted to come on and let everybody know about that. So had something happen yesterday, a scare. Got to the ER, spent all night there, and I'm glad that I did because we at least we know what's going on or what's not going on. All right, now, okay, so we're going to do a live stream, not tonight, probably starting tomorrow night. I'm going to do a live stream on strong delusion. Somebody asked the last show that I did, I don't know what night it was, Tuesday night possibly. I asked folks what topic would you like me to hit on, and I believe a couple of people mentioned talk about the delusion that's coming, and so we're going to do that. We're going to take probably tomorrow night, come on and do an episode on the strong delusion that's not only coming, but it is here now. And okay, and so you can look forward to that. The book Genesis, here it is. Genesis, the book of beginnings, is, I talked to my publisher, let's see, I think it was yesterday morning, and before all this stuff happened, but I talked to her, and she's had some issues with some equipment, but she had a guy working on it. She was fairly certain she would have these in the mail by Friday, and that I would have them Tuesday. A couple of cases of these. So all of you who are pre-ordered, once I get word that those are in the mail and the delivery date, and I have a delivery date, I will get your labels printed. I will get whatever size mailing envelope that I need for whatever you bought, whether you bought the 2 or the 5. I will have the label on it, and I will have it ready to go so that when I get to town where I pick up the cases of books, I can open the box, I can put your 5 books in, seal it up, and take it right back in the door and mail it. It's that simple. If you order 2 books, I'll have an envelope that 2 books will fit in, and I'll have the label already on your bubble wrap envelope or whatever it is I'm using, so that I can open the box, put your books in, seal it, take the whole stack, the whole box full of these, back in, and they'll go out Tuesday afternoon. They'll go in Tuesday evening's mail. All right, so good news, right? The book that we have labored on for months now, and I think this thing almost killed me, is here. It is better than I even thought it was going to be when I first told you about this book many months ago. You're gonna find this book very helpful and very timely for the day that we're in right now. So go to the website, prophecyinthesparlor.com. You'll see it on the front page. Click on it. If you don't want the 5-book deal for $50 and free shipping, there's also a 2-book deal for $25 and free shipping. I would highly encourage you to get the 5, one for you, one for your pastor or somebody special, and some gifts for other people for Christmas, right? And all right, you might consider the prophecy puzzle book as well. I got one right here. This is the most important book I've written right here. The prophecy puzzle, and a lot of pages in here, 279 pages, 170 pages in the Genesis book, and great gifts that will not only gifts that will enlighten people. I mean, that's better than giving them something that's just going to pass off the scene, right? All right, so that's the news. I'm doing fine. I'm pretty kind of exhausted from last night and from the last several months. We gonna change some regimens in my life. Gonna change some things because I realize I'm not a young kid anymore. I'm not a teenager anymore, and I've got to make some changes here with maybe some eating habits and maybe some more exercise habits, things like that. We're gonna try to make some changes, and okay, got a little bit of weight that I really need to lose. and I'm going to do it. And so, all right. Thanks for your prayers, everybody, and look forward to the next tomorrow night around 8 o'clock Central. We'll be talking about strong delusion. I'm going to help you with this. And okay, and we'll don't forget, if you're a pastor and you're interested in doing a prophecy Sunday or a prophecy meeting, we can do a one-day, multi-day, whatever you want, and we'd love to talk to you about that going into 2026 here. Okay, time is running out. It really is. And all right, Susie, yeah, I believe she was on Facebook commenting and knew about my ordeal yesterday. All right, anything over here? I don't see anything. What do we got up here? Whoops, wrong one. Here we go. All right, okay. Well, I will cut her off there. That's all I wanted to talk about tonight. I wanted to tell you that everything's fine and appreciate your prayers. And also tell you about, to get your order in, that the cases of books will be here, Lord willing, on Tuesday. And all right, and we want to get them shipped that day. All the pre-orders that have come in, and there's a lot of them. So I want to get all that right in the mail to you guys on Tuesday. Okay? So, and if you have not ordered yet, get that in. Hey, I'm talking to you, Brother Britt. Get that in. Get that order in there. I talked to him today. And all right. Britt in Arkansas. That's who we're talking to here. Get your order in, and so we can get yours out to you along with the rest of them. All right. And she has already, I hope, started the process of printing the second batch of these, because the first batch is running slim. With all the pre-orders, we may run out of that first printing, but as of right now, if you've pre-ordered, you're fine, and there's still room for some more. But if you wait too long, that first printing, you may miss it and have to wait a few days for the next printing. All right, but all good. Either way, you'll get your stuff in plenty of time for Christmas. Okay. All right. I can't think of anything else at the moment. That's it. So well, let me see. Just check one more time. Okay. Mary says, thank you for all the work you do. All righty. God bless you, Mary. And that's on Facebook. We're on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously here. And exciting days. And looking forward to what's coming up for us in 2026 as a ministry. Let me say this also. We don't talk about this much on the live streams. We're viewer supported. And what we get on the commercials that pop up on YouTube is, doesn't scratch the surface. It's folks that write checks every month or every few months or once in a while. The folks that support us, we call them partners. Maybe you haven't given in a while. We could use a little bump here. We'd like to close out this year with everything paid and go into 2026. Maybe you'd like to give an end of year donation for taxes coming up. Or maybe you just want to do an end of year and just be a blessing to us. You can call the 800 number, or you can message me here if you need help with that. You can call the 800 number. They can take your donation with the phone, with your credit card. You can write a check. If you don't have the address, I believe it's on the website. If you need it, contact us. We'll be glad to give you that address. But several ways to give. There's donate buttons. There's mail in it. There's calling in. And so pray about that. Maybe God is, maybe you've been thinking about giving a gift here at the end of the year for Christmas. Consider Prophecy in the Spotlight. And we've been 5.5 years now. 5.5 years on national television, CTN. We're also on VTN in Arkansas. We're on BBS Radio TV. We're getting 120,000 hits a month on BBS Radio television. And we're on 2 or 3 other internet networks that I'll tell you more about as we later on. And the exciting things are happening. And but it can't happen without the gifts of God's people and those of you that partner with us. Appreciate it very much. All right, I plan to keep on going. I've got no plans to quit. I've got no plans to shut down. I've got no plans to sit on my living room couch with my feet up and relax until the trumpet sounds. I plan on keeping on here and doing the work of God that He's called me to do until He takes me home or the rapture happens or I'm old and senile and can't do it anymore, right? Some of you are thinking, I think you're already there, brother. All right. Let's see. I think that's it. Let me check one more time on the comments here. Okay. All right. Remember, keep your eyes on them skies.